I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Curry. Now Johnson. Over Valanciunas. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Confronting a shooter of JV stature is never easy, and he can make them pay for that mistake at the line.
And Valanciunas drops them both. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Curry gets the bucket.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Here's Christie. Inside. Up top, Valanciunas. To the middle. Nice shot by Christie.
Assisted by
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Curry's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Anunoby on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Now Suggs. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Christie. Here's Mobley. Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Outside Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Curry. He's off on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby for 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. On the wing, Suggs. There's the double with Okongwu. Back to Suggs. Here's Christie. Down low. Mobley, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Okongwu. To the inside. Stolen by Mobley. Here's Barrett. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Barrett.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all of the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Spurs making their last shot. O'Neal. And stolen by Suggs. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Curry with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Can they get it? Here's Okongwu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Suggs. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Valanciunas. To the paint. Pass to Christie. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact.
The free throw drops for Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Suggs. Three-pointer. San Antonio again can't hit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Okongwu with it. Now Anunoby. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Moody misses. Now here's Suggs. Down low. Here's Mobley. Off with the layup. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front. They're up by 5. And the Spurs 14. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Clippers trail by 5. Adams a screen. Healed from outside. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Outside Barrett. Pass to Bagley. Adams grabs the miss. So it's Los Angeles now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games. And Mobley gets it to go.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Pass to Hield. And stolen by Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, you can make the difference.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Clippers trail by 9. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Stolen by Jackson. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Pass to Christie. Left side Bagley. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. Now here's Bagley. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And to put things simply, this has not been his order.
And here's Moody. Now here's Adams. Defended by Jackson. And it's Adams missing. San Antonio leading by 9. Jackson outside. Pass to Bagley. Here's Agbaji. Suggs outside. Sweet little floater.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Pass to Clarkson. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Bagley. Here's Agbaji. Yet to see a basket. Now Jackson. Checked by Tucker. Jackson gets the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Christie. He drops it from range. Christie's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Curry, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Pass to Bagley. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Jackson's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here. Hey, they are really looking to move the ball on the break. It's impressive.
Now Moody. Pass to Clarkson. Now here's Tucker. To stop the drought. The kick out, Curry. They set the pick. Here's Moody. He's covered by Suggs. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Jackson. Out to Bagley. From the arc. Drills it from deep. He has 7.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period. Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Johnson with it. Right now averaging 6 a game. Here's Agbaji. Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the San Antonio Spurs ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night, so they're forcing someone else to beat him. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Valanciunas, he's open. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Valanciunas has got 6.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
And stolen by Barrett. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Stephen Curry.
More of a traditional center, Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
And so Curry will bring it up for Los Angeles. Picked up by Okongwu. Curry, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Barrett. Now here's Mobley. Okongwu with the rebound. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
He goes up. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
There's the double with Okongwu. Here's Christie. He's got 5. For 3, Barrett. No good there. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry drives in. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Back to Mobley. Pass to Valanciunas. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Outside Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Just 5 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. Curry with a steal. They're running. And he lays it in. Curry's got his second basket on the night.
Not the first time we've seen this movie. Curry gets out ahead and stays out ahead.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And San Antonio making a change here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Mobley. Bagley with it. Back to Mobley. Inside. Goes back up. Bagley, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
To the wing on the left. Outside Curry. Picked up by Okongwu. Outside O'Neal. And stolen by Barrett. To stop the drought. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Yeah, good to see Barrett working hard on defense and coming up with the steal in the process.
Back to O'Neal. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it loose.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And here's Curry. He's got 5. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Curry. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play, and forward Nicholas Batum said growing up you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, "My body told me, no more, bro."
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Ali, thanks. Okongwu, no good.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Outside heel. And he banks in the layup. Hield's got his first 2 points.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Spurs lead by 23. Outside Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assistant.
Barrett's got his third basket of the night.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Keon Johnson.
And yep, it's good. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Moody. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Now Jackson. Lets it go from deep.
Jackson.
Knocks down the long J. Jackson's got 9.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Here's Okongwu. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. The 3, Barrett. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the San Antonio Spurs.
21. The Spurs. 47.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Curry. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Jackson.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Suggs outside. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
3-point basket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hield.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now here's Oladipo. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Curry finds some space. Curry with another miss.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And the dunk by Jackson.
The assist goes to
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Clock at 4. Pass to Okongwu. From downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Barrett. Here's Jackson. Suggs outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Over Moody. Jackson can't get it to go. Curry with it. Now guarded by Barrett. And Anunoby for 3.
Now, you got to be aware when Valanciunas is in the area. He's capable of sending your shot back.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. To snap the cold streak. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Oladipo. Outside Barrett. And he jams it home with authority.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Okongwu with it. Anunoby with it. He's guarded by Oladipo. Back to Anunoby. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Curry with it. Looking to end this cold spell. Here's Moody. Soft touch off the glass.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Hield comes with a double. Back to Suggs. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Curry surveys. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Barrett. Here's Christie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Valanciunas. Back to Barrett. Jackson outside. Here's Christie. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Sorry boy, napindot.
28. Guys, what do
Sorry,
you think?
sorry. Sorry boy, sorry boy.
So we've seen some wild finishes in our time.
Napindot.
You can't
Nadamputin ko.
focus for just
Kagi
1
nadamput.
second.
Sorry.
Give yourself a round of applause.
There's a screen. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Moody. Defended by Jackson. Over Suggs. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it.